Hello, hello. Good evening, everyone. Hi. Hope everybody is well. Today, I just want to do some manufacturing stuff. Maybe the modular engines would be a good place to start. And yeah, maybe computers, right? I was hunting some hard drives. I've got a couple of good recipes that I would like to make use of. And I did hook up this truck station here, and as you can see, smart plating, the automated wiring, and the versatile frameworks are getting transported over from our phase 2 factory. So yeah, space elevator, and we need a new spot for that one. And I haven't really decided. I might just add it in behind these stations, or maybe in between here could actually work now that I'm thinking about it. I have a lot of space here. So actually, let's start with that. That sounds like a decent idea, right? So, do we have enough space? I believe so. Yep, that's an 8x8. That should be enough. Alright. Which means a little bit of deforestation has to happen here, sadly. It is what it is. There we go. Alright. Good, good, good. I might have to rearrange the walkways and stuff a little bit. Haven't really decided how I want to do it though. Maybe we bring it up and over the truck stations here. Actually, yeah, that's probably the best idea that I had about this. So instead of having the junctions here, I think grab some stairs. Let's actually have a quick glance at this tractor. How's this one going to behave? Should be normal, right? But I'm worried a little bit. I don't know, okay. That one just goes out, yeah. Currently using a Mark 1 belt here, I might have to switch that up. But once the storage that we have over at the phase 2 factory is drained, we should be a-okay to move on, right? So let's grab ourselves a catwalk corner here. Maybe actually... Nope. Maybe a catwalk. Then a corner. And then we go across. Yo! That could work. And then we need another corner. And another catwalk. Yeah, that should be no problem over here, right? There we go. And stairs. Ah. Now that's a little bit of a problem, isn't it? Let's see if we can make this work. I could try and just clip this in, right? Yeah. That's okay, I guess. So this will be the spot for the space elevator, that's good. We know where we want to have that now. And yeah, we'll just grab that and bring it over. And for now we are just storing all these things, right? So I definitely will... I might should have grabbed a couple of stacks just to make the transfer go quicker. Do you know what? That actually sounds like a decent idea. Now that I'm thinking about it. It's fine though, it's fine. Okay, let's think about the first of the parts that we need. I just don't remember if we need... Let's check the modular engines. No, that's everything. Yeah, we have everything we need. That shouldn't be a problem. Only thing that might be a bit strange is finding space to store that part. I think I just have to kind of add it in here. Add in not just a regular overflow protection would suffice here. Overflow to the left is fine. Might have to rearrange a little bit over on this side. So let's try and set this up. It can be a Mark 1, that's fine. And then yeah. Okay, this one should be rearranged like this. Sounds good to me. Let's bring this over. There we go. And then we have... yeah. Just need to make sure that this is just the resource that I want, right? So that's good. I also should really quickly check something that I didn't see before. No, it's not here. Weird. I'm having troubles with a certain something. Or with a certain setting. It's driving me nuts. We should be okay though now. We should be okay. Alright, so let's think this through. Now, I could... well, we need to grab a couple of resources from all the belts, basically, don't we? Yeah. This is why we have the space back here, right? This is where I want to set up a couple of manufacturers. And it would be fine to also set it up here, basically, but... yeah, no, the space is... you have enough space, not too much to worry about. I think that's fine, and then we can add in more foundations back here. Once we need them, right? So, let's have a quick look at the modular engines. So, we're going to need 2 motors, 15 rubber, oops, and 2 smart platings. Which all of those we are producing, right? So we can't just leave this as at 100% clock speed, produce 1 per minute. That's okay, right? And if we need more, if we want to speed the process up, we can invest some Summers loops, right? So, okay. We just need to make sure that everything that we take out, the overflow gets back into the storage system, right? That is kind of the thing that needs to happen here. So for now we are just going to place down a merger here that will just help with aligning stuff the way I would like to have it aligned, right? So hold control, right, and it will snap. Now should place this a bit more in the middle like this, and then there we go. Have a smart splitter there. Don't need this merger now. We just need to make sure, maybe a lift above and then a merger. Let's say, ooh, yes, okay, I need to rearrange this belt a little bit. We need a little bit more space, but that can be arranged. Yeah, just bring it out to here. It's a little bit better. There we go, that's fine. That's fine. Okay. And then there's our merger. Bring the stuff back in. That's good. We need... What do we need from here? The rubber, right? Yes, the rubber. Okay, so we're going to have some smart splitters here as well, right? And now we can just line this up with this one, this merger, and we can say, hey, you know what? Our overflow will just go back to storage, right? Like this. Is Mark 1 gonna be enough? No, this should all be Mark 3 actually as well. Or at least Mark 2, but I figure Mark 3 is fine. There we go. And then we have a Mark 3 belt here. Oh, yeah, okay. Makes more sense to place that smart splitter a little bit differently, doesn't it? There we go, this is where I want to input, right? And we know it's all lined up correctly now, perfect. Set this to overflow again. There we go. Better. Just need to make sure that we set this up properly, right from the beginning. That will make our lives so much more easy if we are going to expand more, right? Now, we know we need 15 rubber per minute, so we also know that we produce 100, right? That means we no longer get 100 into storage. So let's make sure that we set this to 85 now, because that's what's still left once the manifold is filled up, right? This is what comes through per minute, basically. So you know that much, which is good. And bring a little bit of power over to here. And then this guy could just do that. That's fine, right? Yeah. Can use a Mark 1 lift here. To bring our output into storage. And we are just going to do lift here as well. Like so. And to bring our output around like this. Okay, so then let's make sure left side is set to rubber. There we go. And that will be the first part of the puzzle. There we go. I might have to up the belt speed over here though as well. Wow, excuse me, my voice. Might not be enough. Will we get rubber soon? Still plastic, huh? It's fine. I can use a Mark III belt here as well. Double check everything, everything's good. Rubber's coming in now. There we go. Very good. Why is this Mark III belt not... Oh! Oh, I see. This needs to be any undefined. That's my bad. Now we should see a fully saturated belt. Yep! It basically got split, but that's okay. Now, as you can see, this will just fill up, right? There it is. And once this is full, the overflow will get sent back into storage, and everything should work. Let's see here. Once this reaches 200, I think we will see that this is working. Oh, 160 actually, because we need to await the next card, but that's fine. Okay, Step 2 of this is going to be motors and smart platings. So smart platings we can take from over here, right? That's fine. So same setup, just place a merger where you want the intersection to happen. Place in the smart splitter. We say any undefined. This can go for now. And then maybe this is where we merge back in, right? Cool. And you can also just use the smart splitter already here, right? For that input. It doesn't matter too much because all this needs to make sure. Oh, that's a regular splitter, isn't it? Yes. Overflow shall be sent back once the manifold is full, right? I've established that. And we are just going to do this. Alright, now let's make sure. Ooh, let's not fall down though. Let's make sure our smart plating gets sent over. There it is. And that will basically do the same thing, right? Now, obviously also need to make sure that the same happens for the motors. I think the motors we can route down below along this, yeah. Basically along the ceiling, right? That works. Or it should work out for us quite nicely. Yeah, okay, let's set that up then. Have our smart splitter right here. Sure this is set to any undefined. And I think this can be the merger right there, right? Good, okay. Just going to grab a smart splitter really quickly here. Yeah. Make sure that this can flow back, like so. Good, so far so good. Let's grab ourselves a Mark III lift here. There we go. Let's make sure we're using one of the inputs here. This one's fine. Like so. And all we have to do now is connect the whole system up down below, as well as making sure that's okay. Just want to make sure I don't use too much space here, but also, yeah, something like this would be fine, right? Yeah, I think that's good. There we go. Cool. You can see smart plating has arrived as well, so now we can send in our motors. There we go. And with the next one, we should see the motors going over the tractor. Is that one coming in? Or going back? That's coming in, okay. So far so good. Okay, so that means motors we will have 3 per minute for storage purposes once the manifold is warmed up, right? And we need to correct our smart plating number as well, down to 8. There it is, okay. That is these numbers readjusted. And if we go over here, we should soon see that tractor coming in, shouldn't it? There it is. Awesome, okay. Yeah, you can see how this is backing up, right? That is perfect. And once it's backed up all the way over to there, it will go back to storage. And ultimately into the awesome sink, because it will overflow the storage, right? So we are still overflow protected with this, which is, as you guys know, that needs to happen. And you can see the overflow system over here is already working perfectly fine. And all I really want to see now... glad I checked. There it is. Need to make sure the motors can actually go over. There they are. Yep, they just went over. Perfect. And that means, obviously, right? Remember, manifold system, kinda. It's kind of a smart manifold now. It will stock up the machine first and only send the overflow to storage. So it's kind of a manifold, but it works basically the same, right? It just prioritizes our machines first. So yeah, we will now soon see our first modular engine. Now, you can see it takes a full minute to produce one of those. So that means 500 minutes, right? It's kind of a lot, right? It's fine though, it's fine, right? This will run smoothly in the background. It's a little bit over 4 hours, and for the adaptive control units we are going to need so much more time as well. Which in my eyes then warrants the time it needs to produce, right? Because the ACUs I will produce even slower, I know that for a fact. But yeah, soon we will see our very first modular engine, and there it is. They do look very cool. I like them, I do like them a lot, aesthetically. Cool. Now the other part, the adaptive control units, excuse me, wow, will be a lot more difficult. And we can't really do it yet. Right? Because we need heavy modular frames, we need circuit boards, we need 5 automated wiring. That is a problem that we don't have that, right? If we clock down to 50%, it basically takes all that we produce. But that's okay, right? We don't really need to store those, and we can give that storage space to something else, theoretically, but I mean, we need computers and we need heavy modular frames. Now, as for computers, you need cable and plastic and circuit boards, and we probably need at least 2 of these guys here, which means 20 circuit boards as well. Aye. And then we obviously want heavy modular frames. I've managed to get the heavy encased frame alternate recipe. That's awesome, because with this you can produce everything you need just with iron alone, right? And you could do a clock speed like this, for example, which 2 per minute doesn't sound like a lot, I know, but it's not that bad. If you go for 2.5, still, it's awkward, basically. You go down to 1, it's awkward. It's always going to be a little bit awkward. But maybe 2 heavy modular frames per minute could be nice. And we need limestone and iron. That's all we need for that, right? So that's cool. We might even produce those over at our motor factory, maybe? Depends a little bit. I hope that this fills up over time, or I know that this will fill up over time. I do know that. I just hope that the route in between is quick enough to handle everything, which it should be. It should be quick enough. Good. So, yeah, as I said, the automated wiring. I think once we have automated those, yeah, this is definitely a storage space that I will give up, and I will just sync what we have here, because doesn't make too much sense to store this, or this, for example. At some point, probably just going to sink those if we don't need them anymore. I can't remember if we need them later, to be honest. So, we could just sink those, right? And we could sink them back at the production line to free up slots on tractors, right? But yeah, we definitely will need more plastic. Because the 100 I am producing, yeah, that's probably... It goes down to what? To 20, and 20 per minute, that's not going to help us. But remember, we do have a little bit of oil here, so we could produce the plastic we need just here. Huh. And then we could maybe install... Yeah, we could merge in the plastic into this line here, right? Or, sorry, this line over here. Oh. I didn't even think that far. But that could work. That could absolutely work. Alright. Yeah, motors are stockpiling, as you can see. So I think the route is efficient enough, or the distance is short enough for this to work, which is awesome. So I guess the next step will be the heavy modular frames, which needed iron and limestone. Okay, let's find out if we do have more iron. Over here? I don't think so. I think we did tap into all the iron. But now I'm really no longer 100% certain about it. So let's find out. We have limestone over there, that's for sure. Do we also have a little bit more iron? We do. Okay. It's a bit further back. It might be all we need. Oh, we have pure limestone, that should absolutely be enough for what I want to do, right? And then we have some iron. Oh, and a lag spike apparently. Some iron up here. Right here. Oh! We also have some radiation. It's a pure iron node, so that should be okay. Just don't know where the spicy rocks are coming from. Didn't see them. Okay. Is there a good way to connect this over? Maybe this... Oh, I think I know what the radiation... Yeah, I think I know what's causing it, and I'm terrified. Let's hope it's just a uranium node. That's not what I actually think it is. Oh, this is a bit... It's okay, we can actually do this differently. There we go, we can bring this all the way back to here. And we can link it up down below here. Right. Awesome. Okay. But that means... Ow. Somewhere... I mean, I have a lot of space up here, right? We could just do the whole production up here, that's no problems. Sounds fine to me. That sounds absolutely fine. And then we're just going to merge this in, honestly. That's fine. Yeah, just align it over here. And have a little bit of a merger here. That should be okay. So let's get rid of this. There we go. Alright. And we said like 2 per minute, right, is what I want. Okay, so. That's the sad thing though. These numbers are kind of not so cool, aren't they? It's also not really good. 80. 80 is better. 80% is better. It's a very weird number again. But I think this is going to be a bit easier. At least I hope so. Okay, so that's 6 modular frames. 7.5 encased industrial beams. 27 steel pipes and 16.5 concrete per minute. Okay. Let's find out if we can make this happen somewhat decently. So, modular frames. Oh, that's gonna be a pain, isn't it? Yeah, it is. Going to need 3 of these guys. Oh, shoot. Do you know what? I have an idea. Let's go over. Start Satisfactory Modeler, and we will take a look in there to figure out the numbers. Let me bring that up. There it is. Okay, so heavy encased frames, that's the one, right? And we were saying 0.8% clock speed, or 80%. This, we have the encased industrial pipes. We have the iron pipe recipe. And now you can see how this comes together. Whoops. Have the concrete down here. But I need to produce the iron rods, and we also need reinforced iron plates. Shoot. Yeah, this is kind of annoying, isn't it? Use cast screws here. Do I have enough to even make this happen? Oh. That might be a little bit close. 432. Iron ore. And what did we have? 162 limestone. Okay. It's like 2, 4. Ah, sorry. Yeah, it's. Wow, oh my god, it's like 15 smelters. Is it time for a Mark IV blueprint already? Or well, a Mark IV belt powered smelter blueprint. It might be time to set that up. Yeah. Yes. That sounds like something that needs to happen. Oh boy. That's okay. That is a-okay. Shall we bring over the space elevator first? Nah, that can wait. That can in fact wait a little bit. Okay, so... Still, it's going to be a decent amount of smelters that need to be placed here. How far back was I? That works. That's okay. There we go. And now it's basically just... 12 will be the number. Okay. $360. I see. That's okay. Think I can live with that. Set up the merger line correctly though. From the start, because this one's wrong. That one's good. Ah! Better. And then Mark IV belt in between. Like so. And we need splitter line as well. I think it's 6 ticks up to get... yeah. That one's correct. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 every single time. There we go. Use a Mark IV belt in between. Now, we could just use Mark IV in here as well, just to make sure. They fill up fast enough? No, we don't. It's iron ingots. We can use... Yeah. No, I'm an idiot. We don't need that. We can't just use a Mark I belt. It's just smelters, right? So this can be Mark I. My bad. Go. Set this up on all... oh, it's doing the thing again. Why is it doing that? I don't know. It just sometimes happens. Go. And up we go. Cool. Alright. Now, should I do the wiring with... Yeah, I think with the painted beam. I think that is going to work out quite nicely for me. Okay, so... let's set that up again, like I've done it in the past. Paint this in the nice black here, and bring this over as well. That should work. Yeah, that will actually work out. Alright, good stuff. Let's make sure this goes all the way around, like so. And now, just bring those down, like this. This one needs to be a little bit wonky, I guess. And we are going to connect all of these up, like so. And I would like to have like a connection point on both sides, right? So there we go. Doesn't really matter where we connect it in at the end of the day. Any one of these connectors will work, but this just makes sure that they are all connected to one another. And I think that is nice to have. Now obviously, I will go through all the machines at some point, right? And set this to copper ingots as well, just so we do have the Mark IV input and output set up. But yeah, this is 360 ore per minute. How did I do this actually? Smelting, smelters... Ah, it's iron 360 then. Mark IV in and output. Just so I know that I did set it up like that, right? And then we are going to grab the iron ingots, save the blueprint, and now I think I will set the copper up later, right? We can't just... let's make sure this is in here. It is. Good. Go to designer. There we go. And we need a couple of those, like 2. Let's make sure we have a decent amount of stuff on us. No, that's gonna go... yeah, that's going to be difficult, I guess. Well, not difficult, but it will need a lot of space. Before we do that, let's throw in the smart plating. Don't know when I... oh, I think I did pick those up when I was rearranging the belts, didn't I? Yeah, that's probably gonna be it. And look, our first modular engines have arrived. Perfect. And I know I'm just producing one. There we go. That's what we set up in the beginning today. So that's good. And yeah, I mean, we just need to wait until this is 500. Which will happen over time, so that's fine. All these numbers, yep, I did correct those. That's good. Now I just need to figure out... I don't think I can make this happen with just the one iron ore node. And Mark II miners. No, that's... wait, it should. It should. That's... oh, hey, thank you for the boost. Theoretically, it should be... I should be able to make this happen. Wait. Yes. Alright. Because we can invest 3 power shards, right? That we can... we might only need 2, but the possibilities here so let's hope this works out. I might also put the smelting a floor further down, because there's so much that needs to happen. I also think, well, what I would like to do is bring over one of these guys. And we could actually... I don't know, that looks decent enough, doesn't it? I was just thinking we could attach it to here. That might look better, but that's not 100% needed right now. Oh look, now we can see where the radiation was coming from. It's actually a radiated hawk down here, down there. Ooh. Okay. Fine. He should leave me alone, hopefully. I really hope so. It's gonna be annoying otherwise. Is that Cateria? Yeah, looks like it. Right, so let's think this through. Minor Mark II, right? Yeah, it is doable. Okay. Thank goodness. That would have... Whoops. That would have been annoying. So, 432 per minute. Good. Give me a curve. And then a straight belt. Guess I can just use the middle here. Does it really matter that much, does it? Oh my goodness gracious. 1 second. Did not expect this guy to hunt me down like this. Especially because there's the radiated one right below him. Oh! Okay. That was a rather unexpected teleport. Let's hope this guy doesn't do it. Oh my god. Someone's aggroed. Who is it? I don't know, but I also don't want to find out. This time around we use a little bit of a different spot, not the middle, but still something that should make it easy, or easier, right, to line this up. Just didn't do it correctly. There it is. Good. Nice. Let's connect this in. Like so. Bring this down here. And now, just really need to make sure that we bring enough limestone with us as well. Oh, that's a bit high up, but that shouldn't be a problem at all. And 162. Right, there it is. Okay. Might wanna expand this. Just so the belts, it will be multiple belts, right? They look a little bit nicer. And how do I want to deal with that though? Kind of have to use the space on the lowest floor here, I would assume, but hang on. There's also another possibility. Could smelt closer. Like this, yeah, there's just not enough, or not a lot space, but can make more space. Just add, yeah. Why is this happening again? Weird. Okay, where are blueprints here? There they are. Ah, there we go. Let's just add in a decent amount of space. There we go. 432. Yeah, like 15 machines is what we need, or sorry, 15 smelters. Let's see. That could work. And I could just use this one, but I think this would make more sense, right? Let's really quickly check the spacings here. That's fine. Okay. Now then, you obviously don't need that many, right? Because this is already 12. Or it should be, at least. It is, right? So that means all these guys can go. Oh, like that. It might even be faster to rearrange that stuff manually, or just don't use a blueprint at all in the beginning, right? But I don't know. I think this is fine. So let's double check. So this is 12. The 14 is also clear. Yeah, let's dismantle all of those. This is gonna work out fairly nicely for me. There we go. At least that's what I hope. Otherwise, gonna get problematic real quick. But we should be okay. Go. And now, whoops, there we go. Grab the beam. Need to improvise a little bit here, so I will extend. Yeah, this a little bit. That's fine. That works out. Go. This is where these guys come in very handy. Connect these up, right? And there it is. We need to make sure that this is connected and this is connected as well, which it is right now. One of these can actually be deleted as well. Alright, there we go. I think at least, let me double check. Yeah, it's 14 and then one of them needs to run at, the last one here can run at 40%, which is 12 iron. That makes a lot of sense, number-wise. Yep. Cool. Now, that's the easy setup. Okay. Now I just need to make sure that I bring in the resources from over here, so maybe a little bit of space, right? There we go. Extend the floor out like this. Which means all the stuff with the wiring that I did will look pretty dumb now, but I'm okay with that. For now, at least. There we go. I actually want to do this. There it is. Grab the railing, make sure this is secured, so we don't fall down. So far so good. Now then. Not the best spacing I've ever done. It is okay though. Right, so now... Oh, no, did I just do this stuff? Okay, that's a bit weird. First one to admit that. It does make sense if you look at it from the bottom though, doesn't it? Yeah, kind of, sort of. That's okay, okay. Alright. Now, I want... It's coming in from the left though. And we could... Could have done this differently, but I think it's fine, so... Let's grab our friend, the Mark IV belt. Yeah, that works. Okay, so... I think this is going to be our iron. Right here. There we go. Oh, I need to grab more of the encased industrial beams soon. Because I am using them out of the dimensional depot at the moment. Which, yeah. That's fine. But remember, we don't have too many upgrades. Although, speaking of the upgrades, we should be able to get a couple of the upgrades going. At least. Alright. So far so good. And we are going to need a Mark III belt. Yeah, for the limestone. So... Where do I want to bring that one along? Probably right next to this guy, right? And then... Here, maybe? Yeah. Ah. Also just line it up like this. Probably a bit easier, isn't it? Yes, it is. Okay. Good. Good, good, good. Okay. Yeah, definitely need to grab more materials. Let's quickly head back. That's my bad. But with the jetpack and everything and the zipline, it shouldn't take too long. That's fine. Actually, we might use this to... Because now my inventory is... Well, it's still quite full. I can get rid of these foundations at some point as well. Oh, that guy teleported us. Okay, sometimes. I swear, these guys are strange. Probably just because of experimental stuff though, all good. Right, I said encased industrial beams, right? Couple stacks of those. That's a bit much, but I'd rather have more. Definitely will need a decent amount of reinforced plates as well. Maybe rotors. Maybe even a couple modular frames. And then absolutely more regular plates. There we go. There we go. That's good. Let's see. Do I need any other recipes? I don't think I have. No, nothing is researched. Or well, nothing is researching right now, so... I have some rescans, but I think I want to hold on to those. These guys are just how they are right now. I did the rescans because I wanted to get some a little bit quicker, but that's fine. I think the diluted packaged fuel is something that I can unlock as well. It is going to be useful, probably, at some point. I don't really want the Caterium circuit board. I think I got the other one that I wanted. Yeah, the silicon one. There we go. I do have that. There's also the electrode one. I completely forgot about that. Is that rubber? And yeah, petroleum coke. Also interesting. But yeah, the silicon one is pretty interesting to me, and we know for the computers we need 20 already, right? And there's also the high-speed connector still. Oh, maybe we produce 25, that will be enough to get that going. That would be amazing. But yeah, stuff for the future. Now then, the more complicated part of this whole setup has to get set up now, for a lack of a better word, or term, or phrase, or I don't know. I saw such a funny. Honestly, I saw a sketch. When was that? I don't know. Over the past couple of days, like a small little short video clip of, I don't even remember which comedy show it was, or which comedians. It was something older from the British television. I was laughing so hard. They were basically wait, what the? I know. Oh yeah, because there was a doctor and a patient basically, right? And the patient was like, he has a weird illness or something that he picked up, and he didn't know what it was, and he asked the doctor, and he gave him a lot of synonyms. And then the doctor was like, "Oh yeah, that's no, we know that. That's just the synonym illness, and it happens quite a lot. It's not that bad." Gave him a lot of synonyms back, and they were just said like, "Yeah, it's not that bad. The only downside is that there is a more aggressive variant that will basically say random things instead of synonyms, or give like 4 synonyms and 1 random thing." And the patient was like, "Oh yeah," I gave him a couple of synonyms and then just some random thing, and asked, "Why is that bad?" And the doctor replied with synonyms and a random fact, and then said, "Yeah, because it's highly contagious." I laughed my ass off of that. I don't know why, I just found it really funny. Oh well, I had my fun with that. I really laughed quite out loud, which is okay. Okay, so then let's think our iron through. So I think the steel pipes is the first manifold that I want to have filled, because it uses the most of the iron ingots, right? I only need like 3 constructors for that. I did 3 assemblies, but I didn't do 3 constructors yet, huh? Okay, that's fine. That's fine. Basically, we can just do this over here, that's fine. So 3 of these guys will be set to iron pipe recipe. Now, I need to be careful, right? I need 74 of those, if I remember correctly. Let me double check. 45 here. 27 over here, right? Is that correct? 27 and 45. Yes. Oh, okay. That's 65, 72. All right. We're going to need 72 divided by 25 over 3 machines though. So 96% on each of them, which will be 24 each. That sounds reasonable. 96 times 3 is 288 ingots. Yep, that is correct clock speed for this. Good. And we are just going to use a manifold line all the way down. Right out of our output. Now we could warm this up, actually. But I think it's fine, we are just going to let this run. And now, this is very important, this is a mistake I've made in the past. This needs to be at least a Mark II belt, as you can see, this needs 96 per minute. So I might... Yeah, no, I'm just gonna use a Mark II belt. And the next most ingots that we need are actually the iron plates, so I will just use them on this side. Now, I need 54 of those. Divided by 20, right, over 3 machines, oh, whoops. So 90% on each of those. Aha. Yeah. Okay. The thing is, probably I'm going to use another manifold for the steel pipes as well. It's not optimal, I know, but it's probably my best shout. Good. This, oh, whoops, no, there we go. These can be Mark I belts all the way through, right? And then we could merge in the middle here, actually. Yeah, that makes sense as well. Can merge with a Mark I belt, that's no problem. We just need to make sure we take a Mark II belt out of this. Okay, so all the plates are needed for the reinforced iron plates, and we need some screws and some rods. Okay. Some screws and some rods, huh? I don't want to do this. It's going to need like 6 more 9 more. No, that's wrong. That's my bad. Wait. I think the cast screws, instead of downclock 1 to like 16%, we are just going to overclock 1 of them. Right? That should work out. There we go. These can be Mark I before I forget it, right? Like so. Yeah. Let's set up the screws next. I think that makes the most sense. Where do I want to set them up though? Actually, that sounds good to me. This merger now needs to be rearranged a little bit. There we go, that's fine, and then we need to add in a little bit more space on this side as well. Right. I am absolutely okay with this. And then more down here, more space. It's okay. We might have to take a small break in a little bit. If this continues the way it does, but it's fine, I just, oh, whoops. Just saw my, it's honestly every single time when I do something like this, my, whatchamacallit, my, I can't think straight. My phone rings, there we go. Every time I start the stream, that one starts starts going. Okay, let's think about this. We need 108 screws, so we will overclock one of those to 58. Probably should do this on the first one. Now that I'm thinking about it. Just a very small overclock, but that will give us all the screws we need. And we also need a couple of iron rods to make the modular frames happen, right? So the modular frames are going to produce those over here. And we should probably also set up the manifold line here, like so. There we go. These can be marked 1. And these are my iron rods, right? So, there we go. Iron rods, we can make this happen a little bit differently. It's 12 each, right? Yeah, that will give us the 36 that we need. So let's paste those in. Like so. Okay, and let's merge those just up front. Like so. Okay. Okay. So this is the iron plates and the screws here, which means we can set up the assemblers over here. These are the reinforced iron plates. And I'm going to need 9 of those. Oh. Do you know what? We will do 5 and 4. That works. There we go. And then we obviously want split some of this here and here. Okay. Yep, I'm fine with that. And that's not placed very well, isn't it? Let's try that again. That just, sometimes it happens. It's no problem, honestly. There we go. Oh no, it did. Good. Now it looks good. Alright. So shall we? Do you know what? We will take the screws at the bottom. Now I didn't need to rearrange this one the way I did. It's fine though. We know that this can be marked 1. Right? Yep. that correct what I did there? Oh yeah, it is. Yeah. All good. Oh man. For a moment I was like, oh, I made a huge mistake, but no, we are good. Okay, so this will be our 9 iron plates. We can merge those out front here. There we go. Maybe... no, foundations, thank you. Oh. Needs to be the 1 meter blueprint though. Oh well, whatever. Just fill in a couple more foundations here. Alright, so this means the iron rods that we produce will combine with our reinforced iron plates. Actually, do you know what? We can just set this up first, because this is going to be modular frames. There we go. We'll have one of the splitters here, and one up here. There we go. I think I even had a blueprint for the assemblers, but that's fine. That is absolutely a-okay. This can go in here. And these can get carried over like this. Alright. So now we need our encased industrial beams and our concrete and our steel pipes, right? So, wow. It is kind of insane how these productions scale up, right? It's, I don't know. Sometimes it's a bit much. It's okay though. Like the most difficult thing is done, right? I just need to make sure that is this the steel pipes? Yes. So basically I'm going to need 2 assemblies here. But I don't know where the concrete... Well, we could do the concrete over here. We do have space there. So maybe just have this in line, roughly. Grab this one over here. Ah, that's the stupid thing. 3.75 each. It is what it is, right? It is what it is. That's okay. So, I think I want to do this a little bit differently here. Just a tad bit though, right? Works. That works. And like this up. There we go. And I just remembered something. That's not gonna work actually. Dang it. No worries. No worries. We have to bring the steel along, and we have to bring the concrete along to make a manifold happen over at the manufacturer. Okay. Not too worried though, I think. I think you're going to be fine, right? Now let's space these out a little bit. mean, these can all be Mark 1s. With Mark 1 belts as well. Ah, that one just connected in, that's good. Alright. I might take one of the elevators away and do it a bit differently at some point. Right, because, as I said, we do need manifolds, and these guys can just go up, actually. So why not use merger right there, and then bit of the way, like so. Okay, so now we need a manifold for the limestone and for the steel pipes, and well, sorry, for the concrete and the steel pipes, right? Because some of the concrete needs to go in the encased industrial beams, and some of it you're going to need upstairs. So yeah, I think I kind of need. Oh man, it's gonna be difficult. Not gonna, yeah. I said 375, right, on each of those. Yeah. Well, it's not that difficult to set up, don't get me wrong, right? We just need one manifold on the bottom, one on top as well. There it is, right, and then we will, this is our concrete, so we could just that's probably better, isn't it? There we go. Oh, that's perfect. These. Oh, that was unintentionally the perfect spacing for this. That's nice. Okay. Okay. Oh, well, that's not nice though. Can we bring this down to where it needs to be? That's better, isn't it? Yeah. And then we will have the lower manifold, just like this. Right? So far so good. Now we need... all we need now... well, we need two things, right? First and foremost, we need to merge up our friends, the encased industrial beams here. And we need to bring those around. Which, that shouldn't, yeah, shouldn't be much of a problem. There we go. And now all we need is our concrete production, which that is going to require for constructors. So that's not too bad to set up, right? Nah, that's gonna be easy. So let's bring around steel pipes. Yeah, no, we can just do this over here. Yeah, that's fine. And this will be set to... oh, where's the... there it is. To concrete. And... oh... Are these all on 95% then? Because I don't need I need 50, right? Oh, not quite. 48... 54? Yeah, it's 90%, that was correct, okay. Four of those, right? Okay. And this is gonna be a Mark III one, like so. And now we just need to merge all of this up. There we go. Small little merger line here. Like that. Bring it up and over. This manifold. Okay, that's everything. Woohoo! Okay. Well, kind of. Connects into this, which now that I'm looking at this, not my smartest move. Let's get rid of this guy and this belt. Stackable conveyor pole, that is going to be my saving grace here. Because that will give me pretty much the exact height that I want this to connect to, right? Yep. There we go. Perfect. Okay. Whew. I wonder, did I think about everything? We'll see. So this can now be connected over like this. Once, obviously, we've set up a couple of those. There we go. Just to make it look a little bit more supported, right? There we go. Let's bring this along. Whoa! It just completely dropped my connection. What? That's odd. Oh, it happened twice. What? Let's hope this stays stable. What is going on? Huh. Oh boy. Let's hope that everything has solved itself. Oh, that's quite worrisome though. That is quite worrisome. Alright, let's just use time we have to set up our friends, the power connections. In a way. That we all know and love it. Wow, sorry, my voice is totally going right now. That's not good. Need to check where my... Ah, yeah, I realize now why. My water's completely empty. So I definitely will have to go back and get a little bit of water. But before we take a break, we are going to make sure that this production is up and running. Right, I think that's gonna be a good amount of fun for us to make that happen, actually. Yeah? Just trying to set this up roughly the same everywhere, right? It's not... oh! It's not an exact measurement most of the times, but seems to work out fairly nicely. Roughly, as I said. Sometimes you have to extend the beams a little bit. And I try to use the corner of the... yeah? Let's grab ourselves a beam connector. Right there. And right here as well. Can bring this over to here and then do this. Good. Same thing for the other side though, right? Let's start on the inside this time around. Have less machines, but still, well, one machine less. Still not enough. Oh, that should line up. Yes, it does. Perfect. And here as well, just do this. Bring it together. And let's start wiring this up. Here I think that will be the connection point, that's fine. That doesn't look good. I want to... yeah, it should look at least somewhat organized here, right? Even though... it's only experimental, I know, but at least the power connectors, I like them kinda neat. Still not a perfect system, of course, but it doesn't have to be. That's fine. Probably want a connection in between here at some point as well. So what I will do is this. Oh, wow. I'm out of wire or cable. So glad. I'm so glad I did set up the dimensional depot. And yeah, I mean, it took a while to hunt down all the Mercer spheres, right? I did a lot of that off stream though. At some point I want to do it on stream though as well. But yeah, let's actually check. I don't remember. 28. Yeah, we can definitely do one upgrade. Just not sure if it should be the stack size or the upload speed. Both of those are very good. But yeah, I'll have to decide what I'm going to invest the spheres into. Okay, let's bring this over. Although, remember, for these guys, it's best to set the power connection up in between them, as you can see. But it's okay, right? It's okay. We can absolutely bring over a beam without too many issues through the middle of the machines. Here, exactly in the middle. Although, hitting the exact middle, not as easy. But, oh, well. Yeah, it's a bit skewed. Not to worry though. Definitely not perfect. Definitely not. But it's difficult with the assemblers anyways. I wanna get these two together. And then just bring this over. This can be used for further connections over here. Oh boy. It's so many of those that you need to do. But we will soon be there, so that's good news. But yeah, these are the things that really dig into the time that you invest into this game. That was... yeah. I realized it when I placed it. But that's not the best spaces where I put it. But it's okay. We can always do our small corrections. Ouch. I'm thinking about this a little bit more. It's probably better to string it along on this side of the machine. Let's see. I do, yeah. I think that's better, actually. Although it's just the clipping is a little bit annoying, I know. It's not the best. Definitely not the best look. Sorry, little sneeze there. I was gladly able to mute myself. There we go. And these guys, how do we want to connect those up? Maybe over on this side as well. Yeah, do you know what? Let's just do this. It's fine. Oh, that's very far out. It's okay. Definitely not my best work. I do admit that immediately. No, this is better. Yep. Yeah, much better. Okay. There we go. I think my connection has stabilized again. Don't know what that was all about. That was very weird. I just suddenly saw that I was reconnecting and I was like, what? Why? It didn't seem to me that I lost connection, but that's what it said. Sometimes it's very difficult though to line this beam up. It's okay. Make it work. Somewhat, at least. Right. Yeah. That over. And is that it? I think that's it. Okay. Okay, so let's make absolutely 100% sure. I knew it. That I reconnected this belt, but I did not yet. There we go. I've done it now. I would say before we do anything. No, we will start it. I will start the production up, let it run for a little bit. However, I now need to make sure that I'm prepared, right? Because once we let the heavy modular frames run into the tractor station, there should be a storage space set up for those. Okay. That would very well be the smart thing to do. Not sure how I want to deal with this. Maybe we are just going to string a couple of power poles along. Not the best look, I know, but it's fine. There we go. For now, don't want to have these hooked up though. Right. Yep. Sounds good. Definitely do have enough capacity, I don't need to check that. However, I would like to grab myself this power pole and bring this down. right there. That should connect all of them up. Yes. Okay, we will take the break a little bit earlier than I wanted it to. But that's fine. Yeah, we can see now 146 megawatts. Plus the miners at some point. Should be a bit more, in my opinion. So I will need to double check every connection. These are definitely connected up. Oh! Let's make sure these are connected. But yeah, we will take a small little break now. I need to refill my water. And I need to just stand up and walk for a little bit. But I will be back in like 5 minutes, so see you soon. Hey, I'm back, I'm back. Ah, sorry about that. That was a bit of an abrupt pause. Yeah, my stomach was just acting up again as well. I don't know, I thought I was absolutely back to full health, but apparently not. Apparently I do have to suffer from time to time a little bit more. That's okay, that's okay. At least I'm feeling much better, right? So it's not the end of the world. Okay, so actually, you know what? Let's connect this up. Let's see if we can see. Sometimes we do have some red lights though. That's probably because these are not connected up correctly. Oh, I need to double check the blueprint then. Seems to... Or was that just a connection one? I think it was just a connection one, that's my bad. Okay. So far so good. Everything seems to have power, which is perfect. Let's decide where I'm going to put the heavy modular frames back at base. I don't think I have a spot yet for those, so we need to find one. We need some for computers anyways, right? But like, yeah, we should have a spot to store those up. And the dimensional depot for that matter. So it will be this line as well. Okay, I could add it just here, to be fair. That could work. Let's double check. I think that's okay. So this will just be my my heavy modular frames, right? There they are. Kind of, sort of, at least. Basically 2 per minute. I know it's a little bit more, but for now that's all we realistically need. Let's set this up. Okay. Yeah, we can't just connect that up. That's fine. That works. That does work. Okay. Whew. Didn't need to bring that many encased industrial beams, I guess. Alright, better safe than sorry. Same goes for the modular frames. It's always really hard to remember which buildings need what. That's already filled up again. Let's make sure we do have some of these things on us. There we go. Okay. That's amazing. That works out. That works out splendidly. With that though... Yeah, it's time to fire the production on. Oh, that's exciting. Haha! It's also kind of worrying, not gonna lie. If I make a mistake, or if I made a mistake, it's going to be rather annoying to deal with. But we'll see, we'll see. First of all, let's bring power to our iron. Still, this is like an anti-aliasing thing that's happening right now. I don't know, I did update my driver for the graphics card. Don't know what else I could do. Didn't change the settings or anything, so these should be fine. A little bit worrisome. Just a tad bit. It could also just be an experimental thing, right? So don't want to worry about it too much. Let's use the decoupled camera. Oh, there it is already. Iron's coming along. Amazing. Let's provide the limestone as well. Ow, mate! Just shooting me in the back there. Hey, bud. Okay. Well, before we use the concrete here to cover everything over, let's do this and let's have a look. Let's have a look if everything works the way we've planned it out. We can see here. Yeah, that's looking good. That is looking promising, to say the least. And now we just have to wait for the manifolds to start working, right? But as you can see, at least the system seems to work. Are we looking over here? We're looking good. You can see the first couple of concrete is getting produced. Nice. Okay. So far so good, right? So far so good. Smelters obviously just waiting for their input, right? So once this is filled up, everything should be taken care of. We can see our steel pipes now coming along, which is good. I can see iron rods, iron plates we can see. We don't see screws yet, but that will happen sooner or later. Once this manifolds, well, both of them have warmed up a little bit. Having the screws that late might have been a mistake, but we will see. Especially because one of them is overclocked. But at least that one has started production now, so it should come together at some point quite nicely, right? I definitely need to set up more blueprints, like a couple of constructors, stuff like that, without recipes maybe even. But yeah, there we go. Couple of screws are coming in. All right. And also, yeah, we can see some of the steel pipes, right, and the concrete. This works. Some encased industrial beams have already been produced, so now we are just waiting for the reinforced iron plates and the modular frames, and then this manufacturer will actually start producing. Very nice indeed. I could have done a glass floor in here as well, but I just didn't want to mess too much with what's going on. We definitely have space on the Mark III belt. Yeah, we do. Okay. Cool. Take a look in here. Yeah, we are waiting for the modular frames and just everything else. 2.25 it is. Okay, let's whoops. Let's note this down. Yeah, but that's basically 2, isn't it? It's doing the weird thing again with the to-do list. I don't understand. Oh. I do like the smelting blueprint though. I think that's great. Having the Mark II blueprint designer, I think you could fit 480, right? A complete Mark IV belt in one blueprint. That sounds nice, actually. Yeah, see, even that's blurry. Like, the conveyor belt shouldn't be blurry. So something's definitely acting up at the moment. But that's okay. Let's cover this mess over. Probably could do this a little bit quicker with the 1 meter blueprints here. There. Up here. And then just... Oh. Oh, that's okay. There we go. The rest we can do quite manually. That's okay. Don't mind it too much. There we go. Maybe we add in the same little rail, guardrail over here. Like we did on the floor below, just to keep it a little bit, I guess, themed, right? There we go. Not perfect by any means, but it doesn't need to be, right? Cool. Okay. So that concludes our first pretty hefty production line of heavy modular frames. It's definitely one of the more complex things to produce because you do need so many different things. The alternate recipe helps a ton though. That really helps out big time. So yeah, I'm glad I was able to get that. And how are we looking now? 3.28k. Ooh. Yeah, I definitely need more fuel power generators. But that's okay, because as I said, we also need more plastic anyways, right? So, shouldn't be too big of a deal, hopefully. Why are these all rotated backwards? I would have loved for those to be rotated the other way around so we can see the resources. Okay, a couple of modular frames start getting to get produced. Luna Chris! Hey, how are you today? Thanks for stopping by. Awesome to see you again. I was doing quite well, and then I had a little bit of a incident with my stomach, which forced me into a very early break today, or well, just earlier than planned. I feel better now though again, so all should be good. All should be good. Hope you're doing well today as well. Yeah, we should soon see, if we didn't miss it at least, our very first heavy modular frame. Nice. Yeah. It was... It's always nice when it's good. What? Nah, I know what you mean. Thank you very much. Thanks for asking. Hope you had a great day so far. I had a very calm day today, which was quite welcomed. I don't know, yeah, I mean, like, yesterday was extremely busy. I had to just... I had so many appointments that I had to attend and take stuff to take care of, right? But that just has to happen sometimes, and it's fine. It's fine. Okay. Okay, some modeler frames, so the production should be able to start soon. And as always, I'm just waiting for manifolds to fill up, right? That's just... That's the way this goes. That is the way this goes. Soon. Soon. Okay. I think we can head back to base. We will see the heavy modeler frame coming in at some point anyways. I need to finish setting up the overflow protection, I just remembered. I did not finish that. So that has to happen. Preferably not when the tractor is unloading, but it is what it is. But yeah, in case you missed it, we also... Well, I say we, you know what I mean. Today I also made sure, but I did this yesterday in the evening, when I had like 1 hour of time. I made sure the Phase 2 factory with the smart plating, the versatile framework, and the automated wiring, right, is sending stuff over, so we can make use of that. And that enabled me to place down one of these guys here, this manufacturer, and as you can see, this produces modular engines. Well, it produces 1 per minute, right? And this is just a smart manifold, basically, where it fills up the machine first and then sends the overflow back into the respective storage lines. And that just works out fairly nicely so far. But yeah, now I have to add in the very strange 2.25 to here. There we go. I think that should still be 2 per minute though. Don't they come out in batches of 2 anyways, and then... I don't know. I actually don't quite remember now. I thought that's how it worked. Okay, but this for now can be a Mark 1. This needs to be a merger and a Mark 3 line. There we go. Now it's overflow protected again. Good. Okay, and we should soon see the first heavy modular frame. Probably 1 more round trip for the tractor, I would assume. One thing that I really like about this, the whole vehicle update. No, you would see it on a tractor, wouldn't you? Right, so let's grab ourselves one really quickly. Oop. In the vehicle path one, once you... probably need to take a look at one that is actually driving around. But yeah, the minimap for how the stations are connected is really cool. It shows you the path, right? So you can basically see your road. That's pretty cool. I like how they've done that. Okay, so... what else? Oh yeah, the space elevator needs to be moved. Well, let's get that done. And then it might be time to think about the computers, or at least the circuit boards. At least the circuit boards. Don't remember if the quartz node is actually pure over at our power plant. But if it is, it might be enough to set that up. And yeah, this is how I extended the road. I just installed a little turn here. Oh, I also need to get rid of this tree. There we go. Can you see it at the station still? No, you can't. But yeah, once this storage is empty, right? The storage is down there. This will no longer be a fully saturated Mark 1 belt. That is just until the storage is is drained. And I've installed a little staircase here and a little bit of a walkway around to make it easier, right? And yeah, the resources are just brought over like this. So now the space elevator can be deleted here. And how are we looking? Oh, I think, yeah, soon the storage will be empty. That's good to see. Probably could take a couple of these with me. Make that happen a little bit quicker. But yeah, the coal is just down there. This is just bringing over the coal for the tractor for refueling. And then we have like a little bit of a, I guess it's kind of a spiral staircase that goes around. And then you have like a little service floor area here. And also just take this walkway and head over to the elevator. I just wanted to connect it a little bit. But yeah, it's not like doesn't look good. It's fine. It's important to get through though. Or just, it's important to me that I have decent access with walking. I just like to have that. It's not really that important, isn't it? But it makes stuff a little bit easier. Let's put it that way. There we go. I do already have a couple of heavy modular frames in my dimensional depot though. I do have a little bit of it in the cloud from the crash sites, right? But we should soon see first ones in there. But if you take a look, yeah, already filled up. Found over 100. Maybe did I save the other one or did I throw it into the awesome sink? No, we still have 20 in here. Look, that's good. It's good to see. That has almost transported the whole storage over, yeah. It's cool. Awesome. Over 111 now, okay. And these guys, yeah. These are full, yeah. Perfect. Okay. Looking good, looking good. Alright. So, what else is there? Do we need the computers for... Let me double check. Yeah, we need computers for the automated adaptive control unit, and we know we can only run this at 50% because that's all the automated wiring that we produce. Which I probably will just sink, right? So that's like 2.5 circuit boards for this. Then we needed not roughly around 20, I think. So for the computers, I also found the alternate recipe that I was thinking about. But if you take a look at this, it's... yeah, it would be 20 circuit boards for 5 computers, right? Or... 5 for 3.33. But then we need crystal oscillators. I'm really not sure what's better. I'm really not. So I guess computers should wait. But maybe we can we can make the circuit boards happen already. Might be worth it. Oh look, 3 heavy modular frames have arrived from our tractor. Awesome! Oh, I love that. So yeah, that production definitely works, and once the manifolds are warmed up, we will have our roughly 2 per minute, which is great. And yeah, we do have 133 coupons. That happened. I basically sank roughly almost 1,000 of the... whatchamacallit? The DNA capsules, right? Because actually, yeah, these were full to the brim. We have so many again. I just slooped all of it, right? And That went well. That definitely went well. I have so much stuff on me now that I don't need, but that's because I need to place my space elevator again. Because now the Phase 2 factory has basically, basically fulfilled the purpose as for the space elevator parts at least, right? And I think I quite like the idea of having that somewhat aligned over here-ish somewhere. Just to dedicate this spot, yeah. Cool. Okay. And I guess I could maybe add in just a bit more space here. Grab myself a railing to fence this off a little bit, just so we don't fall down. And then we can still make use of all the inputs if you want to automate some of it at some point, right? But yeah, I mean, at least the space elevator is back here again. There we go. It's now back at base. I mean, we need the parts of the space, the space factory, the Phase 2 factory, to produce the next ones, right? So it's still useful to have it. We just don't need to. Oh, look, you can see the little gaps where it takes some of the smart plating or out of the Mark 1 belt to fill back up over there. That's cool. I like that. I think yeah, same for the rubber here, right? Although I would assume that this is quick enough for the rubber. It should be. It should absolutely be. Yeah, it is. It definitely is. And the motors as well. So all of my worries about the distances from the production site back to base didn't need to worry. Didn't need to worry. Already 29 frames. We put in 20, right? So yeah, it's definitely now producing steadily already. Awesome. Okay, that is very, very cool. And that makes me so happy. That makes me really happy. This doesn't make me happy though. What's going on here? Oh, it's an overflow thing. Yeah. Do you know what? It might be time, because I'm adding in more stuff, right? It might be time to think about syncing these guys in a different manner. Not sure though. But I don't like it when it does this. See that stuttering? I don't really want that. I don't want that to happen. I don't think we can make... Well, what we could do is add in a sync over here at some point instead of connecting these ones over. Maybe. I'm still not 100% convinced, but before we do anything else, let's actually quickly check. It was like 21, right? Oh, it's 7. With 14 spheres, we could... I think we should invest 14 spheres. Yes. The next 2 upgrades. It is a lot, I know, but first of all, 60 resources per minute instead of 30 per minute sounds amazing. So let's get that done. And oh, I need a couple more fluctuators. That will add in a whole stack. Let's go. Okay, so now all of the ones that I did automate can now upload again, and they can upload way faster than before. Oh, that's so good. That is amazing. That helps me out a lot, actually. Also do this. Yeah, even the upload in here is now quicker, right? So that's amazing. No, actually, that's, yeah, let's just keep going like this. Right, speaking of researches, is there anything else that I wanted to get done? I think the spawn toilets need to happen, don't they? Yeah. Just because they're new. There they are. You need biomass to put those down. And it's good that I have reanimated Sam in my dimensional storage. That is good. Okay. Good. Good, good, good. So much stuff on me though. It's insane. It happens so quickly though, doesn't it? Just you don't look for a little bit and then boom, your pockets are full again. Yeah, couple of those. That's fine. Okay. What else? What else? Oh yeah, I also did Summersloop a couple of the power slugs. So where are the power shards? There we go. We have 200 interdimensional depot. Actually, do I have more? Yeah, I do. I still have 100 here, so we will have. Oh, whoops! We will have 300 of those now. Yes, now I need 99. There we go. We will have 300 in the depot, and we have 94 on us. Good. Okay. That also means should make sure to grab a couple of plastic stacks. There we go. I'll make sure that my liquid biofuel, ow, is going again, or getting produced again. So that should be uploading. It is. Oh, the container is full anyways. Okay. Good to know, good to know. Let's have a quick chat with Buddy. See if he did pick up anything for us. Hey man. Ooh, a purple power slug. Thank you. That's amazing. They can really pretty much find anything, can't they? That is so cool. Alrighty. What else could we take a look at? I was thinking about the circuit boards, right? And the silicon ones. I mean, if we get 2 of those going, That should be 25 per minute. That shouldn't that be enough for a lot? Although we need them in the ACUs as well as in the computers, right? So, and the high-speed connectors, so might not be enough. We found 114. There's definitely stuff in the mammoth, those, isn't there? Yeah. How would we craft 50 of those? Oh, I mean, we have everything that we need, basically, right? So we could just handcraft a little bit here. Although... Huh. A couple of those. And a couple of copper sheets it was, right? Craft 60. Let's just get the 50 going. I know, that will take a moment. But that's fine. Yeah, I know I could have slooped yeah, we could have automated this with summer sloops and stuff, but hey, do you know what? It's just 50, it's fine. I will get over this. Oh boy. Because this is going to be very important for another 1.2 feature. I'm looking forward to that. I just don't know what we need to unlock it. I think I took a look at it in my 1.1 save, but I'm not too sure. I absolutely don't remember what we needed to unlock that research. Almost there. Riveting gameplay, I know. I'm sorry, okay? I'm sorry. Only 10 more to go. I don't remember. Well, if I do remember correctly, we don't need more than these 100 adaptive control units, though. However, I should double check that. But yeah, let's grab ourselves the Mark III power poles. There it is. Upgraded power connections. So this is, yeah, well, more high-speed connectors and computers as well. But then we will have daisy chaining. That sounds good. Should I do the gas masks? Is it maybe time? It's kind of a waste, isn't it? Radio signal scanning. Isn't that the radio tower? Oh no, they are here. Radar technology, yeah. I think, well, at some point I want to get into the rifle, that's for sure. We can make the smokeless powder already, so that might be something to set up in the future as well. Let's quickly check something else though. Because this oil node, I was thinking about using that one for For plastic, right? But we could also just use this for fuel, maybe? We could get all 300 out of it. Just to have a safety net of power production might be worth it. Let's think about that for a quick second. I will bring you guys the modeler over again. Actually, export that one. Heavy modeler frames, old recipe it is, there we go. We have crude oil. If we take the 300 that we can use for with our pipe and just put that into fuel. I really want diluted fuel though. I want that so bad. It's 200 fuel. That's a couple of generators though. It's 10. Is that worth it? I think it would be worth it. And the resin we can just sink in the meantime. Okay, however, you really don't want to use pumps, right, for this. So I can't elevate it too heavily. It's not in the best of spots though. We don't have much flat ground left here, right? So empty fuel generators do need a decent amount of space. Oh, whoopsie. So that might not be the play. And it would be easier to fit 5 for more plastic production. Hang on a minute. I have an idea. Ow. Well, let's think this through. If we bring the pipe around this way, we have a somewhat decent amount of space here that we can use. Is this enough for 10 generators though? That is the big question, right? That is the big question. Let's just try to think about this. So probably no. Yes. Could probably bring it around like this. But then we also need to make sure we can place all the refineries. That... Phew. Basically everywhere that I could put them right here, they would clip into stuff, right? Same goes, yeah. You have 10 meters head lift for free, right? What if you only use 4 of those? Maybe? Ooh, that is quite close. Okay, so just so you know what I'm thinking here, which I know that is not the easiest thing. If we have the refineries here, then you have a little bit more head lift for the fuel as well, right? At least that's what I'm hoping. We don't need much head lift though, because it would help. It would help. However, my idea was to have the generators over here, right? Somewhere over here. Now granted, it's probably not quite enough space. These guys are big. Well, like 2.5 foundations. So it could just roughly work out, but not too far down. Ooh, okay. Might be onto something here. I might be. I'm not 100% sure. Depends a little bit. Although we can even put this a bit further back if needed. However, let's think this through. It's just gonna be residual fuel? No, fuel. This one. Yes. Yeah. Oh boy. Why? Why does it have to be close on every single side and angle that I take with this? Ah, dang it. Ah, it should still work out. It is very close though. It's truly very close. Should work though. Should work, and I think yeah. I do believe I'm fine with how this is going to go. Ooh, that's a bit too close for my liking, not gonna lie. That almost went very badly, but so far so good. And then we could probably just use a pipeline support here really quickly. This would be straight mode. And then horizontal to vertical, right? Bring it down. Maybe not like this, maybe a bit closer to me. Yeah, exactly like this. And string this along. Okay. This might not be as necessary as I think it is right now, but I'd rather have this set up before I really need it, right? That is the basic thought process behind that. And if I need to make any changes to our other power plants, right? At least I do have a little bit of a safety net with this guy. This can probably be perfed. I do need to make sure, excuse me. We have the 300, right? And we will just make sure that this is color coded to signalize this is crude oil. There we go. We also will need an awesome sink over here. Oh, there we go. Kaboom! There we go. Nice. Okay. Now. It's 30 per minute, so Mark 1 lifts are all we need. Like so. A merger line. Where would I fit an awesome sink though? Maybe somewhere over there-ish. It was like 150? Yeah, 150. To Mark III build. We could store up the resin, right? There is also a recipe to use this resin for fabric, if I recall correctly. Polyester fabric, yes, but you would need to unlock that. And I don't think that is one of the ones that's sitting around in the library, is it? Let's have a quick look. No, it doesn't seem like it. Okay. Fair enough. It was worth taking a look. Okay. I'm still not 100% certain this is actually going to work out the way I hope it will, but hey, if we don't try it, we'll never know. So let's just try it, and if it fails, it fails. That's okay. That's a-okay. So we would have... Did I say 10 of those? Yes. Yes, that's what I said. So 5 on each side is probably not gonna happen here, is it? Ooh. Let's find out. Let's find out. If I align them a little bit differently, maybe, but... 2, 3, and the 4. And the 5th obviously doesn't fit, right? That is problematic. It would fit here, obviously, right? Although... having said that... yeah, it would. Damn it! Damn it. That would have been good if all of them would have on a minute. Yeah. Not my best work, but it will work. I hate that that just doesn't sit perfectly. But whatever, right? Whatever, it's okay. No need to overthink this. Just make it fit. Just make it fit. It's fine. Let's make sure I did not mess this up, though. I did not so far. So far, so good. We might replace generators on the left there a little bit. Because they will have shorter pipes if I don't. That is definitely something that will bother me. Crap. Well, if it's a little bit, then it's okay. Just don't want the difference to be quite too obvious. Oh. There we go. Good, good. Okay. This can be T-junctions here, right in front of the elevators. Why did that? That's sometimes it just does weird things. I don't know. Connect this up. Oh, hello. There we go. Make sure all of these connections are set up correctly. Like so. Cool. As I said, not perfect by any means. But it will work. It will be a nice safety net. Okay. And here as well, the good old trusty painted beam across the refineries will make our power setup a little bit easier. Look, it will look just a tad bit cleaner, I guess, as well. So let's do this and that. I think this and the other one as well. Cool. Kind of. Oh, wait a second. You don't need to clip that. That's fine. Yeah. Actually looks very decent on the refineries, not gonna lie. They have a very good very straight line down. That's good. Alrighty. Now let's not forget that we also need to know some sync, right? That is quite the essential part here. And we could just... It's bothering... It is bothering me, but... Can I make this somewhat work? I can. Um, like this. Maybe a curved belt here. Oh, the straight belt works. Okay. That one can be connected to... this guy. That works, and now our friends here. I will do the paint the beams and stuff at some point in between streams, I think. Because yeah, this is otherwise it's just going to take too long, but you're just going to place those in the backs of the generators, and you're going to hope for the best to find a solution on the one at the end, which definitely to add a couple more foundations. Need to take care of these guys as well at some point. But yeah, so that would be... But you know what? I can just do this. That works. That's okay. We can just place those. Nice, that's amazing. There we go. I was not sure. Oh! You can also just... this then. That's always going to bother me a little bit. That's fine. Now we can just do this, right? Yeah, good. Okay, let's bring the beam over. That was an unfortunate place to stop. Works out though, still works out. And then we can just basically put that down in the middle, yeah. Generators, and that will line up pretty neatly. Let's just make sure do basically the same thing on this side. Again, it's not gonna look that good, but I'm absolutely fine with that. And it's asymmetrical, so very difficult for me to handle. Just string that across, that's fine. Alright. Alright. And yeah, this can then be hooked over these guys, that's fine. Okay. I think I'm ready. I think that's about everything we need to do. Let's bring this across really quickly. To here. And roughly to here. And then we just string it across. Maybe even... Maybe even diagonally. There we go. Let's make this a Mark II. Ooh, that does clip through. That's a little bit unfortunate, isn't it? That is now a feature of the base. Okay, this is set to 300, that's good. Flow rate here. Seems okay. Just need to double check that this incline here is within what it needs to be. Right, normally you can see the head lift. I think you need a pump for that though. But it seems so. It seems... Why is the flow rate 0 though? Oh! Did I not set... I did set the recipe. What? What? Ah! There we go. The crude oil is arriving. Oh, I was worried for a second. Yeah, flow rate 300. That is definitely enough head lift here. So we're good. Whew. Very nice. Very nice. Very, very nice. Indeed. There is some fuel already coming in. We can see some resin getting sent over to the awesome sink. Now I can't wait for too long with the generators. We need to power them on at some point, right? But I think most of them should be... We should let them fill up a little bit. At least... This guy back here needs to have at least the half full, or like 20 fuel in it, right? Oh, that would be the dream, however... Can't be sure. We can't be sure. Yeah, 0.4. 0.7. 6. 25 now. I think once these are completely filled up, it should be somewhat safe to start them. I forgot, there is probably a good rule of thumb when you can actually start them up. I either never knew or don't remember. One of the two. But yeah, I think it's now time to start these guys up. Let them run for a little bit. Still love how they sound. They are quite loud, yes, but... Oh, that sound is... very cool. Let's not forget this guy down back here. And yeah, I think they will do a little bit of stop and go here. Yeah. That's okay. Going to leave it at that for the moment. And... But you know what? What we could do now is just wait here until this is stable. I probably should just wait, right? Yeah, it's gonna go up and down for a little bit until this pipe is fully filled, I guess. It's getting there. It's definitely getting there. Resin is getting sunk, that's fine. Yeah. Once this is stable, we will connect it to the regular power grid. There it is. I was like, somewhere there needs to be a power tower nearby. Hang on. Yeah. Okay. It's not as much as I was thinking initially, but it's fine. It is fine. I can't wait to get to diluted fuel and rocket fuel and stuff, or turbo fuel. But until then, just having this safety net, as I said, is going to feel good. It's another weight for the manifold though, I know, but hey. That is just how this goes sometimes. Alright. 159 already. Cool. Yep, these are now full, so we will get... Yeah, I don't know if this belt is enough for my awesome sink. It seems to struggle already. But I can't really slow the plastic and rubber down. Do we have? Yeah, we do. We already have enough produced that we get it into regular storage. So that means you have the 3 stacks in here. Awesome. Okay. Hey, that was a very, very important step though. Like, getting the heavy modular frames done. Huge step towards further progress. Of course, we do need to make sure that we automate the computers next. I would say that's the next big thing. This is still going up and down. Come on, stabilize yourself. Damn it. Ah, this is so frustrating. But you just need to wait. It's on. That's all it is, right? You just need to wait until all of the manifolds are filled up. But these guys just. So it's like 4 generators that are stop and go. Wait. I did build the correct amount, didn't I? Huh? You get 300 fuel per minute. Oh, they use 20. What? No. But yes. 20? Did I fuck this up? I didn't. Right? Uh-oh. Let's double check. We know we use 300 crude oil. Yes. And we produce what? 200 per minute? No, 200 per minute would mean 10 generators. Yeah. No. It's all good. It's all good. I was worried for nothing there. Oh, man. So, yeah. Just... It gets even... Yeah, it gets more stable the more time progresses, so... Soon the 2,500 will be stable, so let's let that run in the background. I will return later to it, and as I said, connect it to the main power grid. And that should be all. Oh, I have a really weird gap now. Oh, the storage is strange, I know. We might rearrange all of this at some point. Oh! That's not good. That's really bad. I know why. This overflow is set wrong. Why was that set wrong? Oh shoot, yeah, that's very problematic. It's on the left for those. It's... Oh, fuck me. Yeah, that's not good. See, just one small mistake can absolutely fuck you over horrendously. Ah, that's not good. Yeah, that's what I figured. Let's clean this station out. Let's hope that's enough time to reset everything. It should be. Okay, phew. I was shocked for a second there. Oh, see, look, this is not, yeah. Awesome. This is definitely running stable at 100%. Perfect. Yeah, those stupid versatile frames. Oh, that I almost had a heart attack. But yeah, now you can see the problem with bringing in these guys on a Mark III belt and having a Mark III here as well. But I can't use a Mark IV. Well, I potentially, well, am I sure about that? I think I can actually. So, as for the overflow belt then, let's upgrade that to tier 4 or Mark 4 and see if it can handle this. It will still be a little bit of a stutter step from time to time, yeah. But that's because of these guys over here. And I don't want to single out that overflow, right? But at the same time, we are only producing 60 items per minute here. Yeah, I have this. That's why I had a Mark III belt. But we could. Oh, this is Mark II already. I did think that far. Will I have more of these things going on where I just want to dump stuff? Maybe. It should be okay. It shouldn't be too big of a problem now. Yeah, because we will have gaps in this belt most of the time, right? And now that the versatile framework is getting sunk correctly. Whew. Okay. Okay. I really wonder if I will have enough smart plating now. Because this looks like... Well, I should have enough, right? But that is one of the distances that I was worried, or one of the products that I was worried about. What if the distance is too much? But if we head over to our... I always call it the Phase 2 factory, right? But... I don't know. Maybe I should call it something else. It was the Phase 2 factory, though. Okay. So, now... Oh, I didn't need to go all the way down. Yeah, see, now this belt is no longer fully saturated. That's what I meant when I said once these containers are empty, which they are now. That's good. We probably can take those out, to be fair, and save ourselves awesome sink here. Although, I mean, we can just leave it as well, just to be absolutely double and triple safe, basically, right? But yeah, we probably won't see much smart plating going to storage for a while, until the production is backed up again, which might never happen, but that's okay, right? I mean, smart plating is definitely something that we also can't just sink once we no longer need it. I just don't remember if we need the modular engines for another part. It's been too long. But at least the tractor seems to work. Well, all of them seem to work quite well. So I shouldn't worry all the time. I just can't help it. It's always worrying me. But that's also one of the reasons why I gave the smart plating overflow belt there, right? A little bit more space. So it can really back up quite a bit. It's also always like important which of the products gets here first. It's just the versatile frameworks, man. There's so many of those. I should actually check if we need those for anything else. Oops. They are used in something. Oh, if I really need them later on as well, I can't really... Well, we could just store them back at the Phase 2 factory, right? There's no real need to bring them over here yet, but... Oh well, it doesn't matter too much. It should all work out. Yeah. It's fine. It's absolutely fine. Alright. Let's check our power production. Ooh, little sneeze mute there. Yeah, now we have the 2500 stable. So now we are going to connect that to this. Oops. And if we double check, yeah, cool. 7,350 megawatts of stable production now. Our consumption is already on 3,000 though, with a max consumption of 3,500 already. Ah! I need too much power! We might have to think about Mark II pipes. We can do this. And that will be a power plant and a half, wouldn't it? With Mark II pipes. Holy! I need a stack of heavy modular frames. 1,000 rubber and plastic each, right? I should unlock those. I really should unlock those. Might not need it right now, might not use it right now, but that is definitely something that needs to be unlocked. There we go. Let's grab our coupons. I want the clean pipes for Mark II as well, right? Is that under management? It is. Although this clean pipeline doesn't look that much cleaner. It's fine, it's fine. Let me grab the wall power outlets Mark III as well now. Now I can really invest a couple more points without too many problems. Let's grab... Well, I have to have foundations. I did do that already. Okay. Let's check architecture. No, there's really... Is the roof something we need to get the glass roofs though? I don't remember. I think we do. Asset customizer? Yeah, glass metal roof, there we go. Now we can take the other roofs as well. unlock those. Let's get all the patterns going. Brick metal foundation as well. Still have 95 points left. Alright. That was needed. Don't want. Yeah, let's grab the walls. Let's grab all the foundations now as well. There it is. Right. Almost. There it is. Corner roofs. Okay, I'm happy now. We still have 56 tickets left, and that was a massive spree, right? But yeah, now we have the Mark II pipelines, which is good, and the Mark II pumps, which is also very nice actually, because you get 50 headlift instead of 20, so massive if you really want to pump stuff higher up. Okay, yeah, no, that was good. That was really good. Okay. We can basically... Yeah, now we can pretty much build anything we really want. Awesome! It took me a while to get to here, but I'll take it. It was fun. It definitely was fun. The random ores, I have to say, as worried as I was, as much fun am I having? I don't know what it is exactly, but just having to think a bit more about how you will solve certain issues. It's a ton of fun, I have to say. I really enjoy the randomized ores. And yeah, as I said, all the worries I had, not really that important, because the game mode proved to be much more fun. So far, it might change, right? Once we get towards the more complex things that we still have to do, but as for early game, which I guess ended about with the completion of Phase 2, I guess that would be the end of early game for me personally. Maybe we are still in early game though. It's hard to say. I think like once you unlock manufacturers, that is probably when I consider the game going from early to mid game, right? Stuff gets complex, more complex. You need more resources. You need to figure out sometimes trickeries with belt speeds still, right? Splitting your manifolds into 2 input lines or stuff like that, just to make sure you don't, or you can even do the things you want to build. Otherwise you just have to scale it down, obviously, right? That always works as well. But yeah, for the future, the near future, that is placed completely wrong though. Let's make sure that sits. There we go, where the other ones are. Yeah, so for the very near future, circuit boards, yes, but computers, very important. I think, didn't we need pretty much for all the rest of the milestones computers? No, not quite. For railway signaling, for the Blueprinter Mark II. Oh, okay. We could unlock trains. We should probably fire this one off as well. Yeah, we should. Okay. Wanna have a couple of stacks of those on me though. At all times, right? And then we need like a couple of stacks of this. Something along these lines. And where are our motors? There they are. Yes, they have stockpiled quite decently. Awesome. All right. Cool. Now we also have trains to play about if we want to. Awesome. Very cool. Very, very cool. Oh yeah. Probably also need to figure out the hypertube cannon that we built in 1.1. I might just copy over some of the blueprints as well. If that's possible, I don't even know if you can copy it into experimental. Should be though, because I was able to use it in my other save file still. It's still kinda nuts of how many versatile frameworks. Oh yeah, that's probably still not. Oh, it is empty. But good news, good news. The smart plating is starting to back up again. So okay, that is. Oh, that's awesome. That's really good to see. Right, that calms me down a lot actually. Regarding, I was really worried if it would be able, or if I would be able to keep up that production, or if the tractor, sorry, would keep up with the demand. I'll probably want to add in one more foundation here, and then can cap it off a little bit here. There we go. All right, so I definitely don't have time to go after the computers. That is definitely not happening. So that's fine though, right? That's fine. I mean, we expanded our power grid, which is quite nice. That's really amazing actually. And we added in another space elevator part, right? We automated another one of these guys, which that is very much exciting news. Very much so. I love that. So yeah, before we can do the last of the three though, the adaptive control units, we definitely do need to make sure we get computers up and running, we get circuit boards up and running. Yeah, basically half of the puzzle though is solved already for that, right? Which is amazing. And we will just sync the automated wiring that we have accumulated here and use this for the computer storage maybe, or the ACUs. Probably the ACUs. And now that I'm thinking about it, you know, the versatile framework, honestly, I shouldn't bring this up. I just should sync this back at the factory. Ah. Oh well, that is all stuff I can think about. Okay, over the Eastern weekend now, I will be out and about, especially tomorrow. But maybe I can't say if I will have time on Saturday or Sunday to actually stream. I'm definitely going to work a little bit more on the save file though, if I can. If I find like a time window or a time frame of like 3 to 4 hours again, I definitely would love to continue on stream with the computer production or at least the circuit boards. I just can't promise anything over this weekend. I do apologize for that, but I hope you understand. That is not something that I can just do easily right now. Mostly because of family stuff, right? Just checking really quickly. We have like 126 computers, right? So it's fine. It's fine. So yeah, that is what the plan is for this playthrough, right? Hopefully a stream over the Eastern, just yeah, to be able to sit down and share some time with you guys, have some... just chill out, basically. Chill out and make some progress in this awesome game. So, yeah. Happy Easter to all of you who are actually going to celebrate. If you see your family, have a nice time with them. Hope enjoy the time you have with them, right? Always enjoy time with your family if you can. And if you don't, that is the reason why I would like to stream at least on one of the days over Easter, right? If you need a place to hang out, I would love to provide a place to hang out. I don't know when exactly, so yeah, keep your eyes peeled. Yeah, that's it for today. Thank you so much for joining. I hope you had a good evening. I had a lot of fun. We made a good amount of progress. And as I said, happy Easter, yeah, and see you next time. Take care. Goodbye.